Joining me now is Jamie Whitfield. Full disclosure, she is my assistant. She's also a recovering addict, and because of that, she's very committed not only to her own recovery, but she's also committed to trying to help others learn the things that she's learned to help them recover as well. And I think that's very commendable. I like that aspect of what you do. You also have a YouTube channel.
Yes, I do. Well, we do.
Well, yeah, I guess I'm the star too. It's youtube.com/recovery matters. And you can call up Jamie's name, Jamie Whitfield, and you'll get how many videos are there now?
There'll be 17 today.
17?
Yes.
We've been doing it that long?
Yes.
Wow. It doesn't seem like it. Uh-oh.
So basically what I do is I just take our segments that we do here and I just upload them to our YouTube. So, if you ever want to go back and, reflect or just listen again, you can.
And if you want to watch her YouTube videos on Recovery Matters, be sure and subscribe. That way you'll be kept informed when there's a new one to view.
And hit the like button.
Oh yeah, like and subscribe. Yes. You know the drill. And also, you're taking on another role now. You're going to start a women's meeting, a women's group.
Yes, it's called Queens in Recovery, and we will be holding starting July 12th is a Monday, and every Monday thereafter. It will be here at 934 North Water from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And it's for women that, you don't have to be working a program to come. You don't even have to be in the program to come if you just want to join and listen to what we have to say. My sponsor, actually, Mary C, is going to be, we're together, so we're the founders and establishers of Queens in Recovery, and so we're just reaching out to the women in the community that would like to join us and get some recovery. And like I said, the only requirement for NA fellowship and the NA program is just that desire to want to stop,
Yeah.
and so the rest will follow, later, but we just want to reach out and just have, women their own place that they can go to, because sometimes when we go to meetings where it's co-ed, it's hard for women to be able to, express themselves and their feelings about something that they may be going through in front of a man.
Yeah.
And so we're just reaching out to the women to start this women's meeting so they have a place that they can come and talk about recovery or their problems in their lives, and not have to worry about being judged.
Right.
Or, having a man looking at them and they're talking about, some relationship problems or something. We're really super excited about this. Cool. I know I am. So Monday, July 12th is the first Monday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. here at the station.
At 934 North Water.
Yes.
So I know we left off talking about step 5.
Yes.
You've got step 6 today?
Yes. Step 5 was we admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact natures of our wrong. But today we're going to talk about step 6, and that is we were entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character. And so what that means to me is basically humility, and that's to see ourselves more clearly and also be humble about that, to be able to have that clarity. And it's also about recognizing the patterns in our behaviors so we can understand and just put them, instead of there again letting it be our will, just putting our will further away from ourselves and into the hands of our higher power, to God, as God is to my understanding. And then just to ask for these character defects to be removed. And it's something that doesn't happen overnight, by all means,
Right.
because these attributes that we have did not just come overnight as well. This step actually, to me, and I'm just speaking for me, is probably going to be a lifelong process.
Sure.
To
I can see that.
to rid the character
Yeah.
defects that I have obtained. It's just part of me, and we
Yeah.
all have them. You know,
Absolutely.
and so to me that would be
Some of us have more than others.
yes, and for me as well, this step is like that commitment to change.
Yeah.
You have to be committed to want to change, and it's also when we focus the commitment. It's basically based off the willingness, the faith, and the trust, and the self acceptance of ourselves. You know, and so. And then applying the willingness is one of our spiritual principles, and it's just basically to want to act differently, have that willingness to act differently, and I think that's very powerful because sometimes we tend to find ourselves reacting in the same repetitive ways about situations over and over again, but now this just gives you that. You have to have that willingness and that commitment to want to act differently, about certain situations in your lives or how we react to things, and process them in a different mind frame.
And I've said this before, and I think it bears repeating. I find it hard to equate you as you are today with the person that you used to be when you were using. You describe for me sometimes some of the things that you did during that period
Right.
of your life, and I find myself thinking, she did not.
Yes, I did. And it was probably a little sugar-coated, the version I gave you. So, but one thing that sticks into my mind that my mother has been telling me these last few days just repeatedly is that, she, before I had my 3-year run in the streets with the drugs and my addiction, my active addiction, I would have to say I was a well-rounded, woman, a mother, a wife. I actually was a student as well. I went to, attempted to go to nursing school. And I was the foundation, of our home and just keeping things going and stuff. And I devoted my life to my children and my home. And she keeps telling me, she says, you're better now than you were before, the drugs. And I told her the other day, I just feel like it's because spiritually I'm in a different place
Yeah.
with myself and life. And I do owe that to the fellowship of the NA program giving me that spiritual growth, giving me the tools to spiritually grow, I should say.
Well, and you made the comment one time that your kids were not enough for you to quit the drugs.
Yes.
However, now they are enough
Yes.
for you to stay clean.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
And I think that's significant.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Jamie, thanks for joining us today. It's always a pleasure. And we'll be back with more of your hours. Stay with us.